Hello, this is one of your 2013 Stunt members here to teach you how to use CalChart. This video is going over installing CalChart and showing how to use the basics of CalChart for Mac and PC. The software is slightly different for Mac and PC, but I'll try to go over the main differences. Stunt uses CalChart to chart our shows, but you can also use CalChart to help mark your poop sheet and get an idea of where your dot fits into the show. So the first thing you want to do is go to your internet, such as Google Chrome, and you want to search CalChart SourceForge. See, it wants to be found. Go ahead and click on this, and then if you're using Mac, you want to make sure this says .dmg, and then download that. So I've already installed it, but you'll click this, and it'll say your download will start soon. And as you can see, your download you find where you want to save it. Save it right there, and your download will start. It'll take a minute or so. Yes, and then you can, for Windows, SourceForge should automatically recognize what you're using, but there are other formats. You want to download the most recent version, which is right now 3.3.3. Okay, so once you download this, you're going to open it, double-click the DMG, and mount it into your applications folder, all the good Mac things that I hope you know how to do. If not, you can just look up how to install it, or there might even be support how to install. I'm sure you can install things on your Mac. Windows the same way, you just open the file that downloads and install it onto your computer. The next thing you do is open up CalChart. So go to my Launchpad. Oh, CalChart. It's this nice fancy icon. Go ahead and click on that, and it opens up. And so for Windows, the only way... Oh, JK. The next thing we need is a file to open in CalChart. So go ahead and go to your email. Stunt will send out emails, usually with the block list of the show file. So right here, Jonathan Scott, Alumni Band-Aid. Go ahead and click on that. Scroll down to the bottom, and you can see there's this .show file, .shw, show file. Go ahead and download that. I'll put it right there in the downloads folder. It's right there. So now on Mac, you can click this or double-click it in the folder, and it'll open CalChart. For Windows, you have to go open CalChart, then File, Open, go to the Downloads folder, and then open it. Don't ask me why, it's just the way the program works. Okay, so now these are the different stunt sheets. So you can go and scroll and look through all the different stunt sheets. Oh, they all look so beautiful. The next thing note is that you can highlight your dot. So you have like this tool, so if you want to highlight this whole block you can, but that's not very useful for you. So for instance, I'm E5 in this show, so I can click my dot and see how it turns yellow. That means it's been selected. One tool that you can use, which is helpful for marking your poop sheet, is this Draw Path button. If you click that, it draws this little red line that shows you the path that you take. Note, well, this is correct. Sometimes CalChart gets a little confused, and it doesn't always give you all the information, so you want to make sure you look at your poop sheet. For instance, this doesn't say anything about the mark time at the beginning of the show, so you want to make sure you look at your poop sheet so you know about mark times and other things that CalChart might not pick up on or show with this tool. So next thing, make sure your dot is still selected, and you can go to CalChart Viewer, Open in Viewer, and you get this fancy little pop-up window. Oh, first you get an error, just click OK. It's because alumni are alumni. So you get this other window. You can go ahead and open it, and there's two parts of the viewer. One is kind of this field fake 3D view, and the other one is like a top-down view. So we'll go ahead and use this one. So you can see all the dots are white except this one dot that's red. That one dot, red dot, is the one that I had selected, my dot, in the previous page. Oh, but if you off-click it, it'll go away. You can also highlight dots within the viewer itself, just like that. So the next thing, there's these set of buttons up here. On PC, by default, it starts clicking through the show at a very slow rate automatically. So you want to make sure you click stop as soon as you open it if you're trying to click along to the show. Otherwise, it'll drive you crazy as it just takes an extra beat every so often. So make sure to click stop. These arrows, the ones with the line, are to go from stunt sheet to stunt sheet. And then these double arrow ones are click through the beat. So as you can see, every time I click, the beat goes up. You can also use the arrow keys down at the bottom to go through the beats, which is what most people use. To note, when you get to the end of a stunt sheet, such as right now, on Mac, you can just click the arrow key one more time, and it'll automatically go to the next stunt sheet. But on Windows, you have to click the next stunt sheet button, and then continue. Again, I don't know, it's just the way the world is. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and click through this show. So the other part we need to click through a show is we need the MIDI. So to get the MIDI, you also go back to your email, and this time you're probably looking from someone from Mac. For instance, Alyssa, Blast from the Past. And you can scroll down and it says, download Blast from the Past final MIDI. Very final. So you can download that, and then you can play it while you download it. I would not recommend opening in VLC because it does not like that. I would open it with QuickTime if you're on Mac. Otherwise, VLC doesn't work for something, which I know seems impossible. So you would just final, double click, open with QuickTime Player. Let's go Player 7. Okay, in this next video, I'm going to click through the show.